of your mats. And just stand with your feet slightly separated. Just let your arms relax down beside you. And we're just going to start with one roll down. So take a nice easy breath in. As you exhale, look down towards your feet and start rolling forward through your spine. Just let your arms and your head go nice and heavy. And just stay at the bottom for a moment. Give your head a little shake. Nod your chin. And then on your next breath, start rolling yourself all the way back up again. Shoulders nice and easy. And lifting nice and tall. And taking one more time. Take a breath in. Exhale, nod your chin. Just start rolling forward through your spine. Relaxing all the way over. And this time, bend your knees enough that you can put your fingertips to the ground. Bend your knees. Straighten your knees. One more time. Bend your knees. Straighten your knees. Now bend your knees and come all the way down into a crouch. And then roll around over the knuckles of the toes. And then change direction. Roll around and circle the other way. And then move your hands behind you to lower your hips to the ground. Knees bent, arms out. And then roll all the way down onto your backs. All the way down. Reaching your hands up. And then bring one knee to tabletop. Bring the other knee up to join. Glue the legs together. We're going into the full 100. Turn the palms forward. Reaching the arms backwards. Don't let the ribs pop. Nod your chin. And on your breath, bring the arms forward, chest lift, extend the legs. Pause for a moment, take another breath in. Exhale for 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. Feel free to bend your knees at any point. Last set. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bend your knees, lower your body, reaching your arms all the way back. Extend one leg out along the floor. Extend the other leg out to join it. Turn the palms of your hands to face each other, ready for a roll-up. Lifting arms, head, breathing out. Come all the way forward today, all the way forward for a stretch. And then roll yourself all the way back. Reaching the arms back. And again, inhale, arms, chin in, look forward and breathe. Long stretch. Rolling back. Squeeze the inner thighs, engage the gluteals. And 3 more, lifting arms, head. So this is such an amazing exercise to start releasing the back line of the body and to also start engaging the front line of the body. Squeeze the inner thighs to engage your deep core. We've got one more time. Giving that gentle pinch with the bum cheeks, because the gluteus maximus, especially as we roll down, acts as a synergist to help us anchor the legs to the floor. And bringing your arms all the way forward, Bend your knees. I'm going to move down the mat a little bit just so you can see my legs as we go into our rollover. Bringing knees up to tabletop. Squeeze the inner thighs. Extending the legs and bring your legs down to a 60-degree angle. You're going to inhale to lift the legs and exhale, roll over. Push the arms into the floor and hold. Flex the ankles, separate the legs, and then lower the toes towards the floor as low as you can manage. Roll down through the spine. Use your arms. When your bottom touches, you point. Bring the legs to 60 and then close the legs together. And again, inhale, exhale. Stop with the legs horizontal to the floor. Flex, open, lower. Exhale as you roll down. Remember that you can lift your head off the floor if you need to. Point your toes, close your legs. Inhale. Flex, open, close. That's breathing in. And exhale, roll down. This time, point the toes, lower the legs, but keep the legs open. Roll over with legs apart. Breathing in as you flex, close the legs and lower the feet. Roll down. Point the toes, bring the legs to 60, separate the legs just a little bit, and over you go. Flex, close, lower the feet. Roll down. Point the toes, separate the legs. Last one, make it the best one. Don't forget to use your arms. The latissimus dorsi really has to work hard in this exercise. So do the triceps. This time, bring your legs just to 90 and stay there. Bend the left leg and extend it long on the floor. I'm going to move back a little bit, just space-wise. Bring your legs just a little bit wider than your mat, ready for our leg circles. Breathe out as you go across the body and stop at the top. And again. 3 more. So the pelvis is doing a slight rotation with this movement, but it's a controlled movement using the obliques muscles. Change direction and we circle. Shoulders open, hold, point both feet, bring your head and shoulders up, holding onto the leg, and just switch the legs in the air. And again, switch. And again, switch. Stay there, flex the feet, lower head and shoulders, arms down, leg circles across the body. Anchor with the upper body. One more. Change directions. Try to find ease through the back of the neck. One more. Point the toes. Lift head and shoulders, holding on, and switch legs 3 times. Both legs come up, bend the knees, and just using the feet to do a gentle kick, rolling. Come up and balance. Move the hands to the front of the shins and continue with rolling like a ball. Inhale back, exhale up. So finding that massage on the spine. Two more. Making sure that you don't let your head hit the ground. Come up and balance. Lifting your shins horizontal to the floor. Slide your head and shoulders down towards the ground. ready for a single leg stretch. Pressing against the right leg, extend the left. Switch. Flattening into the abdominals. Two more. One more. Bend both knees, hug them in. Relax down for a moment. Turn your head to one side. Turn your head to the other side. And head and shoulders come to the center. Double leg stretch. Bringing knees to tabletop. Reaching through the fingertips. Curl up, stay lifted. Extend the legs, reach the arms. Circle the arms around and bring the knees in. And again, we inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Maintain the height of the head and shoulders. Make sure that your lower back feels secure. Two more. One more. And releasing all the way down. Extend your legs out on the floor, reaching the arms overhead. One. Head. Curl forward. Hold on to your shins and ankles, pull forward. And then roll all the way up into sitting. So we're coming into our spine stretch forward. Separate your legs, hip distance apart. Flexing the feet, arms out in front of you. Inhale, find some height in the spine. Exhale, nod your chin and allow your spine to peel forward, finding articulation through the spine. And fingertips are reaching past the toes. Stay here for a moment and then lift your arms, lengthen your spine and extend on a diagonal, round over, and then roll back up into sitting and lifting nice and tall. And again, nodding the chin, lifting the arms, lengthening the spine, energy through your crown, energy through your tail, and then flex over, rolling all the way up, lifting tall, one more time, nodding the chin, spine stretch forward, lengthen the spine, and then round over, rolling all the way up, and lifting tall. Keeping the legs apart, bend your knees, come forward, open leg rocker, hold on to the outside of the ankles, lengthen your spine, extend your legs as straight as you can manage. Now guys, remember that the elbows never bend. We inhale to roll back, keeping the elbows straight. Exhale to come up, lengthen your spine at the top. Breathing in. Don't let your head hit the floor. Rolling on the spine, finding the control of the movement, letting your breath guide you. Taking two more. One more. And hold. Close your legs. Bend your knees. Slide yourself down, keeping the legs elevated and placing the arms beside you. So I've just drifted a little to the side. We're going into the advanced corkscrew. Extend your legs, arms pushing down. You're going to roll over and stay here. Shift your legs a centimeter to the right and roll down the right side of the spine. When your bottom touches, draw a little circle in the air and roll up the left side And then center yourself at the back. Move your legs a little to the left, like a centimeter. Squeeze the inner thighs. Roll down the left side of the spine. Circle around. And up you come the right side. And then center. Moving a little bit to the right. Roll down. Draw a little circle. And up and over. And center. Last time, moving a little bit to the left. Use your upper body. Keep looking straight up to the sky. Up the right side. And then center. Roll down the spine. And take a moment just to hug the knees in towards the chest. Doing one slow roll up into sitting. Hook your hands behind your thighs, bringing your legs forward, bring your chin in. Using your breath, start to pour your body weight in towards your feet. And bringing your head towards your knees. Roll all the way up into sitting and turn onto your stomach for the swan. So give yourself some space across your upper body. Separate your legs. I like to take mine quite wide apart. External hip rotation. Bring your hands a little bit more forward than you normally do, hovering the tip of your nose. And then let's start just with a baby cobra. So lifting up, just bringing the chest up a little bit. Make sure that your back feels okay. Start pushing into your hands and allowing your body to come up a little bit higher. Just feel out the extension for yourself. Are you able to straighten the elbows or not? And then bend the elbows and slowly coming all the way down. Good. If that felt okay, we're going to add on. Otherwise, just repeat that. And we go again. Lifting up into baby cobra and then pressing into the hands, coming all the way up. Let's try one swan dive. And catch. And again. And catch. Now you can keep doing singles or you can sequence them together. Catch yourself. And then slowly down you come and release. Lift your elbows, squeeze the legs, press up, and for a moment sit back in a resting position. Just allowing your back to get a little reprieve. And then on your next breath, coming all the way up. And then we're going into the soul. So I'm going to sit just on a little bit of a diagonal so you guys can see what I'm doing. So taking your legs a little bit wider than shoulder distance, toes lifting up, and you're going to bring the arms nice and wide to the side. Start turning towards the right. Let your right hand continue back, thumb down. Reaching to the baby toe with the left hand, soar. Then lengthen the spine, extend, round over again. Lengthen the spine, lift up and come back to the center. Over towards the left, back thumb rotates down. Round the spine. Lengthen and then flex. Lengthen, sit up. And come back to the center. Let's pick up the pace. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keeping both bum cheeks down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flex. Inhale, lengthen. And coming all the way up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. One more time each side. Keeping the legs stable. Allowing your spine to twist, flex, extend. Last one, over to the left. And come center and release. Coming into our single leg kick, double leg kick. So coming onto your stomachs. Bring yourself up onto your elbows. Take yourself into a position that your lower back feels supported. Squeezing the gluteals, squeezing the quadriceps. Lengthen the spine and then hover your legs just off the ground. Bending the right knee for 2 small kicks. Kick, kick, extend, left leg. Make sure that you've got your legs in a position that your knees feel okay, especially if you have any ITB tightness. Stabilizing through the upper body as you move the legs. 2 more. 1 more. And hold. Release down. Double leg kick, legs together. Interlock the fingers in your lower back and allow the elbows to relax down. Turn your head towards the right. Bending the knees, both knees together. Doing 3 tiny kicks towards your bottom. 3, 2, 1. Extend your spine, extend your legs, reaching the hands towards your feet. Look to the left, come down. Bend the knees. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen, open up across the chest, extend, and down you come. Choose your breath. Three little kicks, anchor the front of your pelvis, engage the hamstrings and gluteals. One more time. And release, hands under the shoulders. Once again, press back, settle back into your resting position, taking just a 2-second breather. Walking your hands towards your knees, swinging your feet around, ready to come into our neck pull. So make sure you've got somewhere to lie on the mat behind you. Lengthen up through your spine, interlock your fingers behind your head. With a lengthened spine, start hinging backwards. And then when you can't go any further, curl the tail, and down you go. Lifting your head, breathing in. Exhale, abdominals, bring your head towards your knees, and then unravel your spine. Lift up tall, hinge back. Keeping a lengthened spine, imagine energy through your crown, and then curl. And again, inhale, exhale, head towards your knees, roll up, lengthen spine as you hinge back, and curl. Last time, inhale, lifting head. Ooh. Stretch over, rolling all the way up, and placing hands down. We're going to do a rolling action to catch our hips in our hands, and we're going into the scissors and the bicycle. Hands to the floor, roll back, and catch. So you want your pelvis to be lifted. Walk your hands a little bit towards your rib cage. Get your elbows in a comfy place. And then see if you can almost tilt your pelvis away. Stretching up through the legs. And we scissor. Focus on the leg that's reaching away from your face. Double exhale. Four more. Two more. Both legs up. Readjust your hands if you need. And coming into the bicycle. Bringing one knee towards you as the other leg extends away. Now again, try to bring your foot to the floor away from you. Two more. One more. And both legs up. Bend your knees. Now you can either come down or see if you're able to place one foot to the ground and then the other foot joins it. Adjust your hand position if you need. And we are in a high bridge. Ready for the shoulder bridge? Bringing one knee up. Extend the leg. 5 kicks with that leg. I've got to move back a bit. I'm going to hit the dresser. And we go. One more. Point the toe. Place it down. Switch to the other side. 5 kicks. So the flexing of the foot at the top of the movement can make it quite a strong stretch. So you're welcome to keep pointing the toe if you wish. And hold, point, place the foot down, release your hands and roll down through the spine. And just hug both knees in towards you. Little rock from side to side. And let's do one slow roll up into sitting. Hands behind the knees, bringing your legs a little bit away, chin in, and pouring your body weight. And hip to knee, and then roll all the way up. Move back on your mat, ready to come into our seated spine twist. I'm just going to go on a diagonal so that I don't hit the wall. Legs together, ankles flexed, arms out to the side with the palms facing upwards. Double exhale towards the right. Inhale, center. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, anchoring the pelvis and the legs. Inhale, center, 2 more. Last one. Center, hold it, and release. I'm turning sideways on my mat again. Come towards the front of your mat. We're going to be going into the jackknife. So placing hands to the floor, roll yourself back, bringing the legs up, extend the legs long, and then bring the legs down to a 60-degree angle. Lifting the legs and rolling over, horizontal to the floor. Tap your toes to the ground, and then send them up. Squeeze the bum cheeks, and then roll down. You're trying to keep your legs straight up above the pelvis. It's hard work. Legs to 60. And again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, tap the toes and jackknife. Roll down. Bringing the legs to 60. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in, tap and lift. And if we're feeling strong today, we're going to do one more. Inhale. And hug your knees all the way in. Rolling over onto your right side, coming up onto your elbow, ready for the side kick on the elbow. Starting with both knees bent, salute the top arm, top leg extends out, make sure that you're supported on the underneath side, bringing your leg a little bit behind you, and we're going to flex the foot forward. Double exhale. Try to keep the lumbar spine stable. Let the movement come from the hip flexor, hip extensors. Find your breath. Last two. Last one. Hold it. Take the top arm. Give yourself a little bit of a diagonal stretch. And then bend the knees. Roll over to the other side. So I'm going to have my back to you for this next one. So elbows bent. Salute. Top leg extends. Moving your leg behind you, squeezing into the gluteal, and double exhale forward. Last one. Hold it. Top arm reaches. Long stretch on a diagonal. And release. And turning onto your bottoms. Ready for the teaser. Let's start with the knees bent, and then you can see if you're ready to take the legs straight today. So, bringing the knees up. Arms extended, squeeze the legs together. That inner thigh connection is so important. Start rolling down just to the base of the shoulder blades, the bra strap line. And then roll forward and lift up tall. You can keep the knees bent, or perhaps you'd like to extend them. And just to the bra strap. Roll forward. You can bend the knees or keep them straight. Let's go a little further. Roll back. And maybe you can take the arms over. Lift arms. One more time, you choose. Coming up, bend the knees just for a moment. Open the arms, placing them behind you, and then you can either keep the knees bent or you can straighten them as we go into the hip circles. Taking the legs to the right. Circle. And center, change direction. One more each way. And bend the knees, place them down, turn onto your stomachs for swimming. Arms reaching overhead, have your legs just slightly separated, hip distance. Take a moment to roll the shoulders in their sockets to anchor the pelvis. And then on your next breath, hover your arms, hover your legs, and hover your chest. Start slowly, finding the cross pattern between the opposite arm and the opposite leg. Make sure that your knees are staying straight. And then you can start with 3 inhales and 3 exhales as you move. Two more. One more. And releasing it down. Hands under the shoulders. This time, press up onto all fours. Maybe come a little bit forward on your mat. Let's do a couple of cat stretches here. Rounding the spine up. And lengthen. One more time, round the spine up. And then just come back to the center and ready for the front leg pull. Extending one leg back, extending the other leg back to join. Balancing on the left leg, hover the right leg, 5 little kicks. Place it down. Stretch the left leg and 5 little kicks. Place it down. Bend your knees, jump halfway up your mat. Move your hands behind you. And then just see if you can lift your legs. And extend. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, you're ready for the back leg pull. So, decide which way your hands are going to face. Any wrist issues, point the fingers to the side. The classic exercise is fingers pointing forward, which is quite tough. So, legs extended together. On your breath, pressing your pelvis up. If your calf muscles start cramping, then just flex the ankles like this. So you're going to balance on the left leg, right leg hovers, 5 big kicks. Center, push out of the arms, lifting the left leg, and release it down. And just take a moment to stretch over, flex the feet, releasing the Achilles and the calves. Take a nice easy breath in. And rolling all the way up. Coming onto your side. And doesn't matter which side you're on. I'm on my left side, so my right leg is going to be working as we come into our side kick on the elbow. So once again, salute, engage the underneath side, bring your leg up and just pause there for a moment. Whatever height your leg is at now, see if you can maintain it there. Let your leg come a little bit behind you and we flex forward. Point back. Two more. One more. And hold. Reach the top arm up. Push up onto the tips of the fingers. And then see if you can bring yourself into a balance. Bringing the right knee in. And over to the other side. Setting yourself up. Lifting that leg. Find your position, bringing the leg back and flex the foot forward. Two more. One more. and hold it, reaching the arm up, pressing up onto the tips of the fingers, and once again, balance, bringing that knee in, over to the other side, and this time you sit sideways, ready for our side bend. Fingers pointing away from you, reaching the top arm. On your breath, press over the arm and lift your hips into an oblique arch. Then look up at your hand, and as your hand comes towards your hips, let the hips come down. Then come up into a straight side plank. Now bring that hand through and lift the hips up. Come back to the center and bend the knees in. Swinging your feet up and around. Cross the legs the other way. Fingers pointing away from you. Pressing out of the shoulder. Send yourself up and over, oblique arch. Bringing the hand up. As your hand comes down, let your hips come down. Straight line. Bring your hand through. Press your hips up. Come back to the center. Bend your knees. And onto your bottoms. So from here, we're going into boomerang, which is actually my favorite exercise of all. So come a little bit forward so you have somewhere to roll. Legs out. Right leg on top. Hands beside you. Start curling your spine, bending the elbows and pushing to the ground. And when you can, lift your legs and roll over. Switch your legs. Left leg is on top. Roll up. Keep your hands on the floor. And then lower your feet. Bring your head to your knees and roll all the way up. Let's do that again. Curl back. Push into the floor with your hands and the legs come up and over. Switch. Roll up. Keep your hands on the floor. Find your balance. Legs to the ground. Bring your forehead to your knees and roll up. So now we're going to add on. Curl back. Roll over. Switch legs. Up you come, and see now if you can balance with your arms in the air. Circle the arms around, interlock them, press your hands up as you bring your head to your knee. Release the hands, come forward, dying swan, and then roll all the way up. And we go, curl back. Send the legs over. Switch. And up you come. Balance. Open the arms. Big circle. Press up. Release your hands, stretching them past your feet. And then unravel. And let's come into the crab. Come forward. Knees open, hands go into your legs and then around to hold the outsides of your feet. Finding the curve of your body. Roll to your shoulders and 2 hip releases. Roll up, balance, 2 hip releases. And hold it here. Cross your legs. And we're going to go into the crab. So with legs crossed, right foot in front, push yourself up and over onto your knees and just allow your head to hover off the ground and hold on to the tips of your big toes. finding the curve of your spine. Start to roll back. Now push out of your arms so that you don't hurt your ankles. Roll back, stay there for a moment. Release your feet and stretch your arms and legs. Cross so that your left ankle is now on top. Hold your toes. Over you go. Push out of your arms and hover your head. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Last one. And then just come and sit on your bum cheeks for a moment. Place the soles of your feet together. And just let yourself do a little bit of a stretch over for a moment. Roll back up. And we're going to go into our rocking. Turn onto your stomachs. Reaching back with one hand. See if you can hold onto your foot. Don't force your knee where it doesn't want to go. And if you need to use a strap, then please use a strap. And then bend the other knee. Reach back. Holding onto your foot. And again, just stay here for a moment. Keep your elbows straight. Anchor the front of your pelvis to the ground. And then when you're ready, start pushing your feet gently into your hands and feel your chest and shoulders open. And as you continue pushing up into your hands, you'll feel your thighs lift up. And as your spine goes into extension, just allow your head to follow. And then release down and stay here. So if that felt okay, you can repeat it, or we can add on and do the actual rocking. When you're ready, start pressing your feet into your hands, opening up through the shoulders and the chest, lifting up, and we rock. Releasing down slowly. And then let go. Hands under shoulders. Once again, press up and just settle back into a resting position. And just breathing into it. On your next breath, coming upright, turn to sit. So this is our second last exercise. This is called control balance. So knees bent, roll yourself all the way down. Placing the hands beside you. I'm just going to move down so you guys can see my legs as we do this. Bringing your legs up. Extend your legs towards the ceiling and then roll over. And then see if you can flex your feet and lower your toes towards the ground. If they touch, that's great, but don't force it. And then start to circle your arms around and bringing them over so you can hold onto the toes. Keep lifting your pelvis so that you're not loading your spine. Holding onto the right foot, start to bring the left leg up towards the sky. And then lower, switch, hold the left toes and the right leg comes up. And again. Both legs come down. Holding onto the toes, bend the knees slightly, and just allow your spine to roll down towards the ground. Taking your time, hug your knees in towards your chest, and then just stay for a moment, letting your body settle. We're going to be doing a slow roll up into sitting. Hook your hands behind your thighs. Bring your legs away from you, curling forward. Forehead to knee. And coming all the way upright. Coming into a 4-point position. You'll be happy to know this is the last exercise of the 34. So these are our push-ups. So get your wrists set up in a place that feels good for you. Shoulders, weight bearing. Extend one leg back. Tuck the toes under. Extend the other leg back and hold your plank position. Start small. We're going to be doing 6 push-ups. Start small so you can figure out what is your range where you're able to hold that line of your body to maintain that integrity through the shoulders and through the lumbar spine and pelvis. One more. Send your hips up and back. Just pedal the heels down. And then push both heels down for one final stretch. Start to walk your feet halfway up the mat. Walk your hands back, getting your feet flat. Then just hang there for a moment. Give your head a little shake. Nod. Take a breath. And unravel, coming up slowly. Rooting into your feet. Shoulders relaxed. Take a moment to roll the shoulders back and around. And then just let your arms settle for a moment. Close your eyes. And just let your breathing slow down. Take a moment to feel your body. Taking one more deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh. Blink your eyes open. Give hands and knees and feet a little bit of a shake. Fantastic, guys. Wow. I can't believe how much warmer I feel after that.
Broken.
Holy smokes. So, and that was what, a 55-minute class?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we squeezed in quite a bit. So sometimes I might do some more repetitions of some of the exercises. So I cut it down a little bit today. Like, for example, roll-ups, I might even do as many as 8, and today we did 5. So you could take that up to like a 1-hour class quite easily. But oftentimes I find with people who have never done the 34, we reach an hour and we haven't actually finished the sequence yet either, right? So, and there are lots of variations. If you go back and you compare this to the first one that we did, the intermediate level one, you'll see that it's the same sequence, but with variations. And then we also did the original 34, I think about a month ago. And again, there were some few variations in there. So you guys can play with it as long as you kind of know what the classic sequence actually is.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. How did everybody's backs feel? Because I'm so aware there's that one sequence that we do where we do the teaser, so heavy on the hip flexors, which loads the lumbar spine, into hip circles, more hip flexor, and then right away flip over and you're going to swimming. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, I'm so aware that if I'm not engaging my core, I take strain there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
my hip flexors, and definitely my mid back.
You felt, and your mid back as well, like maybe from the spine stretch and those sorts of things.
Yeah. But I did a lot of mid back work yesterday, so I can feel it today.
Absolutely. Hey, amazing how it's just like it wakes that up, and
Exactly. Yeah.
you did a double whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was great. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Awesome. And Megan, you felt okay with it?
Yeah, I don't know if I was doing it right all the time, but hey.
You enjoy this.
Yeah, but it's also quite nice when you go back and you watch the recording, that you can actually then kind of like take a look and go, oh, okay, I thought, you know, we were supposed to be doing this, and you'll very quickly actually pick up. Yeah.
Like, what is she doing?
That's not right. That's not what I was doing. And Kathy, you felt okay?
Felt fine, thanks, Rin. I just wanted to double check on the rocking. Is there a lot of engagement of the lower abs? Because I just can't rock. Every time I try, I can't rock.
No, the simple fact is your whole front line is getting stretched. So, you know, you still need to have that deep core, but you can't think, oh, I'm engaging my core. Otherwise, nothing's going to move. It just has to kind of be there. And, you know, that's why we do so much of that elasticity, that fascia elasticity training, you know, because that really, really helps, because it's that lengthening, but it's that support on that front line as well.
Yeah.
Really good.
Are you guys coming to the fascia class tomorrow?
No.
Not tomorrow. Okay, but you're going to be joining me for the 2-week series, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there for that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yay.
Excellent.
Well,
thank you very much, Renee.
you are so very welcome, guys. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll send you guys the recording as soon as it comes through.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Yay,
Have a good
you're so welcome.
Bye. Cheers, girls.
Bye.
Bye.